Billy Carter blasts the presidency. Secretary Vance meets with Leonid Brezhnev. Nixon tapes back in the news. Monologue at 11. Oh, it's now, isn't it? It's past 11. You really didn't have to applaud like that. You see, the applause sign really is just for beginners. Occasionally, when we get an audience in here with training wheels, we flash the...
This crowd.
Just turn on the sign. How are you tonight? You seem to be an alert, intelligent audience. Thank you, Payne Weber. Thanks at all. This is the Tonight Show. Television's answer to the fast food restaurants. Every night, over 25 million served, and you can have me your way. It's like a test case tonight for some reason. Tonight Show comes to you from the city of Burbank, the mulch center of the world. Look, I kid Burbank, but it's a lovely town. It's lovely, but it's dull. Give me an idea how dull I'm going to tell you how dull. Give me an idea. Luther lived in Glendale. That may take a while, but it may not. Well, let's go to the news and see if Sylvester Stallone spent some of his Rocky money and had a tie made to order. Shouldn't wait 2 days, I guess. You better jump right on him the next day. I'll get out of this.
No.
This is a get acquainted time.
We're still working on Luther Burbank.
Shouldn't be quite so nebulous with these jokes. The late report in the newsroom. Canadian scientists found that when they injected female mice with large amounts of silicone, the mice acquired dates for Saturday night. Billy Carter's in the news today. You saw this or not. Billy Carter's in Nashville, Tennessee, and he's going to make a speech entitled, and this was in the paper today, "What a President Can Do to Screw Up a Small Town." That's the title of his speech. Whoever thought that Billy would turn out to be President Carter's first American dissident? I thought of it. Did you also, if I hit one you like, would you send up a white flag? Billy is moving out of Plains, Georgia. Billy says he cannot take the tourists. They're driving him crazy. He said as many as 30 tour buses a day pull up in Billy Carter's driveway, so he's getting out. What makes Billy such a big attraction is when the bus honks its horn, the tourists want to hear Billy burp back. So Billy is leaving Plains. That means that Billy's gas station is up for sale. Want to buy it? He has 3 pumps there, you know.
Yes?
Regular, Ethel, and Michelob. Might have seen this on the television news. Over the weekend, President Carter, they had a group of gay activists who went to the White House to air their grievances, and the spokesman for President Carter said that they would not object to having a gay person in his cabinet, like a Secretary of Curtains was one they wanted to have. And now singer Anita Bryant, she's protested, you know, she's very much against that movement, and she protested about the gays being invited to the White House, and she demanded Mr. Carter give equal time to the other side. So today, Mr. Carter had brunch with 2 hockey goalies and Charlie Bronson. Level it up. As I said, the Nixon tapes are back in the news today. I don't know whether you saw this or not, but the Supreme Court has agreed to hear former President Nixon's argument that the White House recordings that were used as evidence in the Watergate cover-up are his personal property, and they should not be released for reproduction, broadcast, or sale to the public. Mr. Nixon claims it's an invasion of privacy. And he ought to know. He's an expert on invasion of privacy. So the Supreme Court has to rule on who is actually the owner of the Nixon tapes. Do the tapes belong to Richard Nixon? Or, for example, can a record company get hold of the tapes and come out and make an album? I can't wait for that. Can you see those tapes being sold on TV? Enjoy Richard Nixon and all the president's men doing their #1 hit. Let him swing in the wind slowly. Can't wait, huh? Records $5.95, tapes $7.95. Allow 1 week for mailing and editing. Speaking of that, guess what hotel is up for sale? The Watergate Hotel in Washington is up for sale. That's a strange hotel. For example, they do not give you a room key. You check in, the bellhop goes up with you and jimmies the door open. Each room comes with a bath, each bath comes with a plumber. Weird hotel. Each room has a Gideon burglar's tool. I don't know whether you know this, but Nixon once stayed in the presidential suite there. It has a little sign hanging on the doorknob that says, "Do not impeach." Gee, sign. Let's see what else. Our senator from California, S.I. Hayakawa, did you read this in the paper that took up scuba diving? I think that's great. The man is 70 years old, Senator Hayakawa, took up scuba diving. As a matter of fact, he's written a book about it called Asleep in the Deep. He's a great man. The junior senator, I love that. He's the junior senator from California, 70 years of age, but he had joined the Congressional Explorers Club and took his first scuba diving lesson the other day. The Congressional Explorers Underwater Club actually was started in the tidal basin by Wilbur Mills. I don't know if you remember that. Hayakawa already went scuba diving in the Potomac. Well, you know that not. He speared 6 attaché cases. See how quickly they forget. We have an exciting show for you tonight. Did you tell them all the guests?
Yes, sir.
Later on, you didn't mention this, Ricardo Montalban will be out here and say nice things about Burt Reynolds' leather pants. Made of rich Corinthian leather. You know that. Weird joke, I did that for me. We have, and I'm laughing at that myself. We have Bruce Dern with us tonight, Fernando Lamas, Thelma Houston, fine singer, Mike Preminger, a young comedian, and Dr. Samuel Dunkel, who's written a... Bruce Dern, Dr. Samuel Dunkel got the big hand. Dr. Dunkel is a psychiatrist and has written a book called Night Positions in Sleep, is that it?
He's asleep.
It's called, we're checking. Anyway, what it is...
Sleep position.
Sleep positions. Telling you the way you sleep at night, in what position, is a clue to your character and what kind of a person...
Night language of the body is
What?
the subtitle.
Yes, sleep positions, the night language of the body. And we thought would be a good show for that. I guess that's about it, huh?
That's it.
Well, that sounds like good to me. I'm going to stay. Well, we've talked long enough. Now it's time to see how much money you can make. No, we'll be right back. In just a second.